my girlfriend Ann Turner. This morning, a delegate came up to me and asked me, so term limits, pros and cons. I said, yes, both types of politicians must go. Thank you. I'm Sam Parker, and like you, I'm here to serve our country through the political process. I grew up in a small town and enjoyed a free-range childhood. We played in the woods, rode our bikes, and snuck onto the ball field to play home run derby. After serving an LDS mission to Mexico, I graduated magna cum laude with a degree in molecular biology and went to work specializing in human genetics. As part of a small team, I helped develop the test Utah currently uses to screen newborns for 39 different genetic disorders. Hundreds of thousands of Utah babies have been tested, and those who've needed it have received immediate life-saving care. After my genetics career and dabbling in professional baseball with the Chicago Cubs, I returned to school and earned an MBA in finance and management. Now I work for Zions Bank Corporation, where I help oversee a budget of hundreds of millions of dollars. Today, delegates, you'll decide if I quit my job at Zions tomorrow. To use all my energies to restore our republic by repairing our Constitution. Some candidates today will list as many challenges facing our country as they can, and then tell us they will fix them. But they'll be mostly unsuccessful because these life-threatening problems to the body of our republic are just the symptoms of a degenerative disease. A disease we need to first identify, then treat before the symptoms can fade away. That disease is a damaged constitution, which no longer functions as inspired by our Creator to suppress the cancerous growth of corruption, bureaucracy, and debt choking our nation. We thought it would be enough to simply elect good people and send them to Washington. And heaven knows we've tried. The 80s realized the Reagan Revolution. The 90s continued forward under the contract with America. We surged into this century with all three branches of government and then capped off the decade with the historic Tea Party revolt. Now, our nation has selected the bold leadership of President Donald Trump. Unfortunately, as shown by the recent omnibus bill, the growth of moral and financial corruption, bureaucracy, and debt continually outpaces our gains. It is not enough because a century ago, our government was taken over by progressives who deliberately sabotaged the Constitution. The sovereign states which formed our government had their seats at the government table pulled out from under them when we kicked them out of the Senate. Congress, whose size is constitutionally mandated at one representative per 30,000 people, was unconstitutionally capped at 435. Soon, our voices will literally be just one of a million others and practically meaningless. That's no representation at all. As a result, the federal government interferes every day in your life, your business, and your family. My friends, since I started this campaign, I've refined my ideas and added new ones because of my conversations with you. That is why if you elect me to the U.S. Senate, I will keep a special line of two-way communication open with you. You'll have more than just today to influence the course of our country. And though it may take a while to undo the harm of the 17th Amendment, I will regularly meet and collaborate with our state's legislature to fulfill the mission of a U.S. Senator the way the Constitution intended. Thank you. Thank you. But before we can do that, we must win a great primary battle because tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. And considering the resources of our opponent, this battle cannot be won by money alone. Therefore, we will pit our principles against our foes' difficulty in maintaining consistent positions on core issues. We will harness the passions of various political factions that already stand against this count-my-vote candidate. These factions are the constitutionalists, the pro-gun, pro-Second Amendment groups, the Tea Party patriots, and the Trump supporters, who are oh so ready to administer a little payback. First, we will unite, and then we will ignite. We will consume the polls like a raging inferno and engulf the establishment. Delegates, will you stand with me as a new generation of Patrick Henrys and Paul Reveres? Will you help me repair the Constitution so that we can restrain the federal government and then finally restore our republic? My fellow patriots, we will make America great again by making American government local again. I ask your vote to help me do it. Thank you very much.